Well, the government shutdown is over, but the work is just beginning for a group of lawmakers now responsible for coming up with a long-term budget deal by the 13th of December. Joining us, one of the 29 members of the Budget Conference Committee, Congressman Diane Black, who also serves on both the Budget Committee, the House Ways and Means Committee. Congressman, I just got to say, another super committee. You all haven't had great luck, I would say, with super committees. Why another one?
Lou, this is not a super committee. This is regular order, and I'm so glad that we're finally getting back to regular order. This is what our constitutional forefathers put out into what we should be doing. This is what their intent was, is that we would work together, and we would do this by a conference committee. And that's what, we're back to regular order, and that's what we're going to do.
Regular order as to the proceedings, and that is we'll have hearings, and the people may actually know what is going on in the committee, which I think is a terrific idea, and I would hope that it will be followed throughout Congress and the Senate, of course. But you were also one of the 144 Republicans to oppose opening the government back up. How is all of this going to work? Because you and Patty Murray are a little distance apart here.
Well, that's what the conference committee is about, is trying to find common ground where we can work together. Obviously, the Senate's budget is different than the House's budget, but there will be things that we can find in common, because I think we'll both agree that what we need to do is move forward. And we need to make sure that we're looking at what's best for this country, getting our economy rolling, getting people back to work, and getting our deficit under control. And so we will set those common principles and move forward.
I hope that those are common principles that translate into real action in the nation's interest. I thought the president the other day made a splendid speech after his victory over the Republicans on the shutdown and the debt ceiling deal. I thought he said all the right things, but I've heard him say the right things before. I've heard Republicans say the right things. What do you think the odds are? Be honest with us. What do you think the odds are of this committee, whether you call it a super committee or the Budget Conference Committee, that results from a deal? What are the odds you can actually get something done that will profoundly, significantly, meaningfully stop government spending levels at this height and actually curtail deficits and subsequently debt?
Lou, I'm always an optimist on moving forward, and I will tell you the one thing that really encourages me is that we have been able to work together on the Ways and Means with both our counterparts in the House, the Democrats, and also our counterparts in the Senate. Chairman Camp and Chairman Baucus have been working together on taking actually a road show around the country talking about tax reform. So it can be done. I'm going to be hopeful that this can be done, and we're looking forward to getting back into Congress and working together with our counterparts in the Senate.
You have been among those at the forefront of warning about the train wreck that is Obamacare. It's upon us now. 50,000 people basically have enrolled successfully in the program in almost 3 weeks. This is an unmitigated disaster. The administration refuses to acknowledge that. Even though one of the principal sponsors, Senator Max Baucus, warned them of a huge, quote, huge train wreck, 6 months ago, and still they moved ahead. What happens next?
As you say, we have been talking about this, I think now 4 or 5 months. I actually was on your show at one point in time and talked about the Government Accountability Office telling us that this was not ready. They had missed all their markers of testing the system, and it was not going to be ready. I am really concerned. Obviously, we're concerned about people not being able to get on and be able to do what they need to do in order to sign up, but I'm really concerned about the security measures in this. And if this is a train wreck and just signing up, I cannot imagine what it's going to be like as we start finding about people's personal information being stolen, stolen identity, cybersecurity. I'm not confident at all that they're where they need to be in that arena.
Nancy Pelosi said this isn't a programmatic problem, this is a technical problem. Well, horrifying as it may be to the minority leader, it's also a programmatic problem. People are absolutely stunned when they look not only at the premiums that they'll be paying and how high they are, but also in the case where there are subsidies, not only you people in Congress and the White House will have subsidies, but other folks as well. There's a huge deductible for millions of people that they simply never even envisioned.
Yes.
Why isn't there some effort to be straightforward about what a mess this is on the part of the administration? They should have taken your offer of a year delay on the individual mandate without question.
Well, they should have done that, but there's also another piece. My bill, H.R. 2775, was the vehicle that they used to put all of this other stuff onto it. And they corrupted my own bill. It passed out of the House where there would be income verification, where the Inspector General would verify that there was a system that was set up that would actually verify people's income, so that when these subsidies are given out, here's another problem. There's not any real true verification. No one,
it's still the honor system,
has been said that there's still the honor system. Yeah. And now what they actually did was they corrupted my bill to have the Secretary just say, oh yes, she can certify that there is some sort of a program there to verify the income. We know this system's not working, and now we're going to trust the Secretary who we just have a train wreck as a result of what she's put forward, and there's going to be terrible fraud and abuse in this program because of that. So we're just seeing so many things that were wrong, which is the reason why we continue to say delay this, to have verification there. And I'm telling you that we're going to see just worse things happening as this goes along. We had the same kind of a problem in the state of Tennessee with TennCare, which is a very similar program. Eventually, it was just totally repealed, and now it feels like deja vu because we're seeing it at the national level. It's a mess.
Congressman Diane Black, we thank you very much for being with us. And
always good to be with you, Lou. Thank you.
And you were right. We want to put that on the record. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you so much.
We've got a